Yo, Mr. Tafa's, yeah, I started the countdown a little early just to, give time, make sure that everything's going good. So far, on my end, we have 0 dropped frames, so that's a good sign. What up, Reverse Itch? Who else is out there? Good audio for a DJ stream is important. Glad to hear it. Flip it. What up, Dead Dog? What up? Cutting corners, still at work. I will, here, let me see. I'll, just because you said that, cutting corners, where's your video? Oh, you're near the end. Here, I'll put you very last. How about that? You have plenty of time to get back home. What up, Mr. Shim? What up, Mr. Dingo? Flip it. Dang. Very, very sorry to hear that, Dead Dog. That's terrible, man. Yeah, I hope that you get on the up and up and you get out of there soon. The dead dog will rise again. We're still at 0 drop frames. That's what I like to see in my OBS. Flip it. What up, Lamb Shady? Sonar works Wait, why did SonarWorks make you remember DJ Code? I remember Mixed Vibes. Yeah, DJ Trouble and Netic did. They had lots of good demo videos and everything. What up, Mikey? Oh, Code works for SonarWorks?
Flip it.
How's everything seem for you guys? Any lag so far? On the OBS, I got pure green bars, 0 drop frames, as usual, as it should be. What up, Scarlett?
Flip it.
Flip, 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 flip. We're wasting no time today. We're going to get straight to the point. What is up, everybody? Flip or Flop, Season 8, Episode 3, Beat Juggle Edition, sponsored by Reloop, Ericsson Audio, Crate Connect, all that good stuff. We had some internet issues yesterday, so we had to postpone the judging stream to today. So we're actually going to go back through the first 4 that were judged. I'm just going to speed run them just so it's all in one video here. We already know the results for the first 4, but we'll check them out again. What else? Our donation pool over here got a nice injection from Zaw yesterday. Another $50, so it's up to $807. We're 2/3 of the way to our goal of 1,200, like the turntable. So if anybody's feeling generous and wants to support, spice it up for the battlers, they like the routines and stuff, or they like the idea of the battle, the feedback, then feel free. Use the tip jar or the tip link that is occasionally posted in the chat by Nightbot or in the info section on Twitch, and you too can juice up the donation bar. And yeah, let's see. So we got Beat Juggle Edition. Internet's looking solid today. Sound check real quick. How's that sound to you guys? Get a confirmation in the chat. First up, we have Berna, and you know what? Let's do a poll anyways, even though we did a poll yesterday. Here we go, and Berna. we're going to we're gonna re-flop it just like yesterday. So I did flop Berna. I think it started strong though, like this part. Yeah, the setup was solid. A little timing issue. A little bit of a timing issue. Yeah, and then it it got a little bit too loose with the fills there. But I think there's like, yeah, a solid idea. Like it is progressing good. The composition was good. If the timing was in and it was clean. If there's no little timing issues and those fills were clean, it would. I haven't seen the end of it, obviously, but I think it would still be in. I wouldn't have flopped it for sure. But yeah, I think Berna is he's on the right track, but just a little bit too loose for this one. Next up, we got Rakim. Again, here's the poll. Oops. We only got one vote in the poll there too. Make sure you guys use the poll. Not just there to look cool. Okay, we got Rakim. Got to turn him up a bit. That was a louder flip. Yeah, so Rakim again, I think it was solid. The setups were good and even the breakdowns were solid, but it went off beat a couple times, and that's just it's a floppable offense. I can't forgive the offbeat stuff in a juggle. So the parts that stuck out to me. Right there, that was offbeat. Didn't need to baby that snare. I think it would have been on beat otherwise. And that part went back off beat again. So yeah, two like distinctly offbeat sections that's enough to get a flop, unfortunately for Rakim. But again, good patterns in there. But yeah, that's just something to be aware of. Even if you have to simplify stuff and make things a little bit easier to stay on beat, that is sometimes a very good adjustment. Next up, we have SPS, who is the 2008 DMC US Supremacy Champion. So this is a former world finalist. A heavy hitter jumped into the ring. Oops, gotta turn the volume down again. Sorry, did that yesterday too. Rakim, make sure your videos are recorded at a good volume. Bam. Mr. SPS. His video came in so much louder than Rakim, so now his flip is quieter. Yeah, I gave SPS a flip yesterday and today. Yeah, I think that is solid. There's no major offbeat parts or anything. Had some cool forward spin patterns. Used a whole lot of the beat and the sample. So yeah, worth a flip. Worth a flip. First flip of the battle. Now we got Mr. Someone up next. And this is the last one that's a rerun of yesterday, and then everyone else is going to be brand new today. So we got 100% flips for SPS, and now Someone. Unfortunately, had to give someone the flop. Yeah, there's just a couple. Basically, it's timing issues that's ruining my head nod. The head nod test was not passed by a couple of these patterns in here. So. Yeah, so I like the idea of going down to the 33 for that note to hit an extra note, but both times it kind of put things off beat. It dragged a little bit. So yeah, interesting idea, but got to make sure that it stays on beat somehow. Got to reconcile that. And then the breakdown starts. Yeah, so this one, there's something a little off with the pattern. The snares are hitting too early. There's like a half a beat missing in there or something. Yeah, it seems like an interesting breakdown attempt, but it's, when I'm trying to just be like 1, 2, 3, 4, it's really hard to count it. And I'm pretty adept at feeling like syncopated offbeat stuff too. But this one felt like it wasn't syncopated. It felt like it was just there's just a couple notes like missing from the pattern or something that would have made it nice and even and funky. So yeah. So this is the tone that is being set for today is basically, if you go off beat a couple times, then that's the end of your week. Yeah, that's always the biggest culprit for beat juggling. It's something where if you go off beat, it's just like it's not just like a technical mistake or like a DJ specific mistake. It's like a musical mistake. It's objective and yeah. It's doesn't fly because even someone who doesn't know DJing or beat juggling at all can tell that it doesn't sound right. So now we're kicking off with the new people who did not get a chance to show their stuff yesterday before the internet cut out. So now we're getting to the meat of it. Next up, we got Sweet Tea out of KC. Mr. Sweet Tea, thank you for your entry. I know that this is kind of a new thing for you. And yeah, there's some solid basic stuff going on. I'll give you some feedback. So, still setting it up at the start of the video. Make sure that you hit the timing on those drops at like a little bit more precisely than you are. In general, like the loop that you're doing there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I would probably avoid that. It kind of do 2s and 4s, 8s, or 1 beat, even numbers is probably best to stick to for now. That one was a little late. That drop was good. Yeah, and that was a little late. But overall, the main flop reason is because so you're doing some backspinning and looping, which is good, and that's probably still what you ought to practice. But what you want to shoot for is to get some more patterns and try to actually flip the beat into something brand new, not just looping a section of it just over and over kind of thing. So I want to hear some like development. I want to hear it go into like a breakdown, some other patterns. So that'd be one of the next things I would explore. My recommendation would be probably go to my YouTube channel and check out my Beat Juggle series and follow along with that until you find some stuff that is new for you, that will expand some of your patterns a little bit more. But yeah, thanks for the entry anyways, Mr. Sweet Tea. Now we have DJ Vodka. One of the best DJ names ever. Let's see. Okay. We got the poll rocking for Vodka. Let's see what he's got for us.
On beat breaks, the smooth criminal 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 on the smooth criminal on beat, the smooth criminal on the smooth criminal on the smooth criminal on the smooth criminal on beat breaks. I ain't the type of brother, the top type of brother, maybe the type of brother, the top type of brother, maybe the type of brother, the top type of brother, maybe the brother, you are testing. Bob.
That's close. It had some cool stuff in it. Let's run it back. So that was a little bit off there. A little bit off again. There's a couple slight timing issues here. Again.
The smooth criminal on beat breaks. The smooth.
So yeah, I was on the verge of flopping it there, but then there's this thing he's doing with the effects, like the two paddles here. He's doing some sort of
criminal on beat breaks. The smooth criminal on beat breaks. The smooth criminal on beat breaks. The smooth criminal on the smooth criminal on the smooth criminal on the smooth criminal on the smooth criminal.
So he's doing like a paddle juggle here, which is kind of interesting. I want to see where it went.
The smooth criminal on beat breaks. I ain't the type of brother, the top type of brother, maybe the type of brother, the top type of brother, maybe.
Yeah, and then he went into the hockey juggle. So there's some development here.
The type of brother, the tough type of brother, maybe the brother, you are testing. Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, some timing issues creeped in. There's just enough that it's not completely rock solid. I wanted to give it when I saw him going into the paddles and stuff. I wanted to see where it went, give him a chance to redeem. But yeah, get the timing a little tighter with the drops, and yeah, some of the ideas are cool, like the overall development and stuff. And definitely another case where if the timing was directly on point, this one would probably be a flip with the amount of like progression and development. If everything was on beat and the patterns all made sense with the final snares and everything. So yeah, close one, but had to let vodka go this time. But thank you for your entry, and I hope you're back to flip that flop around next week for Drum Scratch Week. That's a world first. I didn't say that earlier, but yeah, Drum Scratch Week, 30-second drum scratch tools, and it's drum scratching and one record juggling, basically one turntable week that you guys can look forward to. Now we got Shim. Poll is rocking. Let's see what Shim's got for us. What do you guys think? Flip or flop for Mr. Shim, the winner of the first ever flip or flop week ever. The first ever. Get your votes in the poll. If you're on YouTube, just say it in the chat. Sorry, I've been neglecting YouTube. I'm just catching up on the YouTube chat right now. Sorry, YouTubers. We got one flip on YouTube. We got 6 on Twitch. Okay, let me check again. I like this like build up with like the setup kind of using different parts of the track. And the up fader echo. Nice kind of funky swing idea here. I like this idea. Could be a little tiny bit cleaner on the pullbacks. So there's 2 things here in the chase, 2 little pet peeves. One is the first half of it there, he's going boo t t ke t t. He's cutting off the swing note. It's not quite swinging how it ought to, I think, here. And then And then right there, there's something with the fader movement, like you got moving it a little bit snappier will get a cleaner chase here. It's like I'm hearing both tracks play at once multiple times. It's close. It's close. Did have progression. Didn't have major timing issues. There's some technical, a few little technical issues. I'm feeling generous today. We'll give him a flip. I think the initial swing idea was good. I think just cleaning up a few of those fundamentals, like with the chasing, I think that stuff's not that tough to clean up either. I don't think it'd take too long if you just set out to make your chases just really in the pocket. Yeah, because that's the only thing that's bugging me a little bit was just the swing notes were slightly off. It's the fader movement in your chase that is not fully dialed in, but we'll give it a flip for now. Okay, next up we got Top Fuzz coming at us with the beat juggle. Let's see what Mr. Fuzz has for us. What do you guys think? Flip or flop for Mr. Top Fuzz? Top Fuzz has been grinding the juggling, you can tell. This is his second full juggle in a flip or flop this season in 3 weeks. What do we got here? 4 flips. 5 flips. Counting YouTube. So what's that mean, Gamma? Is that flop from you? Somebody's just talking trash on YouTube. Yep. Lamp Shady likes the Q chase. Experivet said to flip on YouTube as well. I like the setup here, and I like the little U stuck in there to mix it up. Good composition on here. Oh yeah, this one little pattern was slightly off. Right there. That last snare both times was a little late. Not floppable quite, but stuck out. Make sure you pay attention to that. Yeah, I think yeah, overall it was is pretty clean, decent, decent structure, and yeah, I like the chase patterns. Like, I know somebody on YouTube is flopped it because of that, but I would say that the chase patterns were unique enough. They're definitely not just basic ones. He's doing the Q thing, but also doing what I call skips and doubles, sort of a total eclipse triumph style of chase where where it's mixing it up, so it's not just the um, exact same like rhythm or anything like that. So yeah, incorporate some nice fills and triples in there. Yeah, I think it's a flip. Yeah, there's not very, I don't know, tough to, some people are harsher judges. I don't really know what the floppable offense is, unless you're flopping all chase juggles. But um, all right, so top fuzz is still in it. And that's right, Jinx. We started on time. Trying to make sure that I don't know. I don't know why. I felt like if I started on time the internet would be better or something. Superstition. Um, okay, now we got Clint coming at us. Let's see what he has for us.
After that, I bring it back like. After that, I bring it back like.
Dang. So unfortunately gotta let Clinton go. I think the idea was good.
After that, I bring it back.
Let's run it back.
Like. After that, I bring it back like.
I like that transition. I wasn't sure where that was going, but is an interesting way to get it to 45. I liked where this is going. But unfortunately, what kind of killed it for me was the fills here. I know what he's going for. This is very similar to a pattern that I went over in one of the boot camps, but I think just the fills are not not quite in the right spot here. So it sounded a little sloppy. Yeah, so it both times, like if one of them was a little bit if one of them was a little loose and then he recovered the next time, it'd be okay. But I think the fact that both of them, that it sort of took away from the whole breakdown of it. Yeah, I think if it was clean, like I like where it was going, is a nice kind of 45 swing idea. But I don't know if it's the beat, if it's tough to use or kind of crazy, or if it was just the fills being a little bit sloppy. It's hard to say, but yeah, I think it was just loose enough. I had to let it go. Uh-oh. Now, look who we got. Firstly, thank you, Clint, for entering. Good to see you as always. Good to see you trying new things, but yeah, just tighten it up a little bit more. Next up we have so Clint, firstly, former season champ. Now we got another former season champ. 2 seasons ago, we have Nago in the house. Third place at IDA World, top 3. Yeah, let's see what Nago has for us. First entry this season. Let's go. What do you guys think? Get your votes in the poll. We have 1 flip, 2 flops on the Twitch chat. What do you guys think on YouTube? Was that flip? Or was that flop? From Nago. That's right, Lamb Sheedy. Right up your alley. VJ Retro's giving it a flip on YouTube. We got 6 flops. We got 6 flops on Twitch. Got another flip on YouTube. 10 more seconds in the poll. So it looks like the chat's saying flop. This pattern's really cool. I don't know if you guys are catching this, but I actually can't see quite how Nago's doing it, but the right hand is not leaving the record for this pattern. Yeah, it seems like a one-handed stab type of pattern. Yeah, that's what it looks like, Senior. But it, like I said, I can't tell 100% if there was sometimes you can do similar stuff with like a cue as well, but I'm assuming it was with the fader. Yeah, so I think the fader, I think the patterns were pretty interesting in there. I'd like more of like a build knockout punch. I think it progressed to a different part of the track, but I'm not sure if the pattern's quite culminated as much as I'd like. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a flip. We're keeping Nago in. Nago is still in the mix. Yeah, I don't really think there's a lot of flop. I hope that everybody flopping these routines, I hope you guys are juggle beasts. I hope that either you all entered and you're flipped today, or that that you enter the next ones. That's what I'm gonna say. The to the flop happy floppers in the chat and the polls. Um, yeah, it's rare that the chat is more heavy handed on the flop button for juggles than I am, but I'm just trying to find, what's the floppable offenses? What's the big issue? The big issues that are being flopped here that I'm not seeing. Anyways, we got Za up next. Let's see what Za's got for us. Turn it down a little bit here. What do you guys think? Flip or flop for Za? Flip or flop from Za? Yeah, the senior positive beat is getting a lot of good use today. Senior positives clean up some producer points. Let's run it back. The recording is a little funny here. There's heavy compression on this recording. That's not. Sounds like the other day when the normalize was on the VLC. A little off there. A little off. Yeah, the transition pattern was off there too. Clean up the idea, the composition of this breakdown sounds decent. Like I like the sort of the notes you're getting, the dun dun dun. That sounds good, but yeah, the taps are they could be a little tighter on here. Yeah, and the fills a little bit tighter as well. Yeah, I gotta let it go. I think the overall like composition of it and stuff was decent. I'd say maybe it spent a little bit too much time on the setup patterns. I think the second half of the setup patterns were kind of solid. I don't know if it needed to do all of them. And yeah, there's some timing mistakes in there. Cleaning up the timing mistakes, cleaning up the taps and the fills could have edged it to a flip. But yeah, I think there's just a little bit too much of a few too many issues in this take. And yeah, a little bit too much emphasis on the sorry, sneezed. A little bit too much emphasis on the setup pattern. The breakdown was the breakdown structure and everything sounded solid though. Let's clean it up. Now we got last week's champ from Scratch Week. We got Fritz Pepper back. Let's see what they got for us for the juggles. Poll is rocking. Let's see what Fritz Pepper has for us. Mr. Pepper, the defending weekly champ, I gotta let you go this time. Let's run it back real quick with some feedback. No issues so far. I like this little up fader echo out. I would like that to transition into something spicy. Okay, so right here is where I started to get a little suspect because it's a little bit too much looping, too repetitive. Yeah, like that's way too much of a transition, too much looping. But I was like, okay, building up to the breakdown. What's the breakdown gonna be like? And right there, it's dragging on most of the swaps back and forth. There's maybe almost like probably 3 timing issues in the first section of the breakdown there. So unfortunately, if there's a big build up like that and it's really repetitive and there's all this tension, the breakdown better knock my socks off. But this time it did not knock my socks off. So gotta let it go. Thank you, Mr. Pepper. You're still near the top of the leaderboard in Flip or Flop, so I know you'll be back. But yeah, we'll have to let you go for this Juggle week. Hopefully you can flip that flop around for next Juggle week. What's the criteria? Pioneer Valley asked. Just a good beat juggle. That's all the criteria we need. Just, is it a good beat juggle? Yes, flip. Is it not? Flop. Next up, we have GFX in the house. We're going to get the poll going for them and see what they have in store for us other than the custom limited edition Mixmaster Mike Serato records. I believe those ones are. Let's see what they got for our juggle. Sorry, GFX, I gotta let you go. And the main reason is because juggle composition. So one of my huge things that I was always trying to instill in people is that you want your juggle to progress. You want your juggle to progress. You want it to go beginning, middle, end. You want it to sort of build towards something. And unfortunately, one of the cardinal sins of beat juggle composition, in my opinion, is if you go from something to something else and then you go back to the thing that you did before. So you kind of went beginning, middle, beginning. And that is that's something you want to avoid. Like basically, once you go into like a different tempo, like a tempo change breakdown, like you did, stay there and come up with more patterns with it. That's the main thing I would say. My other piece of feedback. This is already like quite a bit too repetitive. As far as the like basically like you keep hitting the one on both sides over and over. So try to make setup patterns where you're kind of using different parts of the beat and you're not just like jamming on the one on both sides. And because then it sounds like too loopy, too much like you're back spinning over and over. And yeah, the goal of beat juggling, of course, is you want to make it sound as different as possible from the original track. But when you take the one of the original track and you keep dropping it on the one over and over and over, then it kind of just it doesn't really sound like you're flipping it into something new. So yeah, try to expand your setup patterns a bit beyond the like looping it back and forth in the one spot. Try to use the notes before the one. That's one of my big tips. Or try to make your patterns longer so they're using more than just the first couple beats. Both those can be tools to make your setup pattern sound a little bit more diverse. But yes, I had to let you go this week, my man. But thank you for the entry. The breakdown was sounding solid, but yeah, once you get into the breakdown, commit to it and go deeper rather than out of it. Next up, we got Jinx, another flipper flop veteran. Let's see what he's got for us. What are you guys saying? Flip or flop from Mr. Jinx? Get your votes in the poll. Yeah, it had a little double time swing or shuffle or whatever we want to call it in there. That ending breakdown style. What do you think, YouTube? Flip or flop? Right now, Twitch is split 50-50 on the flips and the flops. People are starting to filter in. We got almost 40 people on Twitch and 20 on YouTube. Almost back to the levels when the internet was screwing up yesterday. Gamma flips someone for the first time. We have a tough judge on YouTube. Top Fuzz can't vote. Why not? Why can't you vote? So we got Oh, YouTube is like all flips. So he got flips overall. Twitch went slightly more flops. Yeah. We're gonna keep Jinx in. Yeah, there's some solid like creative setup patterns. There's a couple transitions that I'd maybe have to listen to again to make sure that they flowed. But then the double time swing, went a little bit outside the box with the breakdown. Was a couple notes were not perfectly tight, but the idea was good and the progression was good. Solid juggle. Now we have Kamikaze, the madman from the Southern Hemisphere. Let's see what Kamikaze has for us this week.
Flip it right, flip it. Flip it right, flip, kick, flip, flip it. Flip right, flip, kick, flip it right. Flip right, kick, flip it right. Flip it right, flip it right, kick it. Flip it, kick it. Flip it. Flip it. Flip. 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 Kick right, smear, flip it right, kick it, flip it, kick right, smear, flip it right, kick it, kick right, kick it, flip, kick, smear, kick right, kick, smear, smear.
Dang, some wild style right there. What do you guys think? Is that a flip? Kamikaze's getting wild with it. Yeah, not using Senior Positive's beat. Won the few. Whose beat was that? That one reminded me of one of those like kind of scratch record juggles, like DJ Develop style. That's a Dingo one. Yeah, of course it's Dingo's. Sounded like some sort of I don't know, schizophrenia or something like that. I just didn't hear any like any animal sounds in it, so I wasn't sure. We got 100% flips on YouTube and Twitch. Come on. We got to flip that. Yeah, that's a cool juggle. That's very, very interesting. Pattern wise, he's like he fit a lot in there. There's some, it bordered on a little weird in a couple of spots, but is creative and interesting too. So definitely a flip. Now we have Mr. Lamp Shady. Let's see what Lamp Shady's got for us.
After that, I bring it back like. After that, I bring it back like. After that, I bring it back like.
After that, he brings it back like what? Like what? Like a flip? Like a flop? He didn't really tell us. What do you guys think? Flip or flop for Lamb Shady? Get your votes in. Get your votes in the poll. We have 5 flips. We have 7 flips. What does YouTube say? Put your flips and flops in the chat if you're on YouTube, because we don't have an official poll. We don't have the technology yet. We have 8 flips on Twitch. The mystery flopper came out. Dingo's flopped him because he didn't use his beat. We got 2 flips on YouTube. Flip, flip, flip. Yeah, Lampshady's still in. Mr. Lampshady, you are still in. Good to see you back, my man. Yeah, that was cool. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, but like I said before, we've got too many people this season. I can't give feedback on all the flips until I'll judge them after, and I'll talk about stuff a bit. Polls going. Now we got Mr. Damage. Let's see what he's got.
I'll call. Thought I had that.
Kick it, flip it, flip, kick it, flip it, flip it, flip it. Flip it.
Mr. Damage, I'm sorry. I have to let you go. Let me run it back, get you some feedback.
I'll call. Thought I had that.
Kick it, flip it, flip, kick it, flip it, flip it, flip it.
Yeah, that was mostly good. Make sure those fills are right on though. I'd rather clean over speed.
Flip it.
Yeah, so right here, basically in the breakdown, there's a couple spots where I think it's coming in a little bit early. There's not quite enough, like your bars had like 3.5 beats instead of the full 4 or something like that. So it is ruining the head nod. Didn't pass the head nod test for the breakdown. So, make sure that 1 and 2 and make sure that you're hitting every snare on the 2 and the 4 right on there. The one's coming in right after 4 beats. So yeah, the timing was a little too shaky this week, so I gotta let it go. So yeah, watch out for that. Make sure it passes the head nod test. Simplify if you need to. Simple and clean over speed always. And this is definitely the trend of today is timing issues will get you flopped. Now we got the Beatmaster. How many left? Let me just check real quick. Ooh, we got 3 left. And then we'll do the final judging phase. Okay, the Beatmaster with the shades. I want those shades. Wearing the sunglasses in his house. Let's see what the Beatmaster's got for us.
I love this game. You have to think I am the best guy out there. You have to think. You have to think.
Wait, what's going on here? Just a second. Let me. Okay, so this is clearly not the right week's entry. This is last week's entry. Let me just double check that something didn't get mixed up. I don't think it did. Where is Ray? Okay, we got Ray. Oh no, Ray. Oh no. Yeah, Ray, Ray, sorry, Mr. Ray, but you accidentally submitted your last week's video. Um, yeah, it looks like you filled out the form correctly, but when I look on my drive, it is your episode 2 video. So I think you just mixed up the upload. Sorry, my man. Yeah, for a second, I was like, does he just have like a scratch intro for Juggle Week? Like, I'm not gonna flop someone if there was a sample in one of the beats or something. But then, uh, yeah, I I was like, wait, this sounds familiar actually. Yeah, yeah, that's rough. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, you gotta you got to double check the files you upload. Delete the old ones or something. I don't know. Archive them. All right, next up we got VJ Retro. Let's see, and he's got the reloop mixer, repping the sponsors. Let's see what VJ Retro's got for us. Going crazy on the 45. VJ Retro, I see you in the YouTube chat. Yeah, I gotta let you go, but what I will say is, I'm seeing your progress. Like, flip or flop is as much a battle against yourself as is other people in the flop button. But I think the start of it, like the looping was clean. You're getting the snare fills in there clean. The transition, like into the breakdown, you went into a breakdown, you went into 45 patterns, like you went somewhere. I'd say the 45 patterns, I don't know if the 45 is ready yet. I would maybe stick to the 33 stuff. But yeah, it's good that you're like, going somewhere, and every like 4 bars or something, you're kind of changing an element. For your breakdown, yeah, one thing I mentioned this last time, but there's a bit of like a pickup, like when you're releasing the record. I think your records might be a little warped, or slip mats might be staticky. I don't know. There's like especially with a reloop. Well, make sure your torque's set on highest too. Actually, that could also cause it. But when you're doing your taps, you're switching sides slightly too early. So I'm going to sort of count it out for you. And I have this is on one of my YouTube tutorials for tap pauses. If you watch it, I point out the timing for this, but 1 and 2 and a done and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1. So it's like you get this swing note when you switch sides. So it's kick, hat, snare, hat to tick, hat, snare, hat to tick, hat. So you get a t-t, like a swing, like double up note every time you switch sides. Right now you're cutting that off. And so your tap pattern is switching sides like half a note or quarter of a note too early, which makes it sound a little bit like early, a little bit offbeat, but a little bit less Like you want that swingy, funky sound. So make sure you listen for that. Don't switch sides too early. Make sure you get da-da when you switch sides. So yeah, that's your other advice. But you know, there's some good stuff. I like that you're like keeping it in the pocket. You're not trying to go like, you know, do stuff that's way out of your league or anything. The 45 I think is probably a little bit too tough. Like you're looping it fine, but trying to do patterns on 45 is maybe a little bit tricky still, but yeah, keep it moving. Thank you for entering once again, my man. I believe that with your continued efforts, you're gonna flip it around one of these days. All right. Oh, we got Cutting Corners hitting us with disclaimers. Guess what? Flop button can't read. Let's see what he's got for us.
Kick it, flip it right. Kick, snare, 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 kick. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick. Kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, kick. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick. Kick, snare, kick, snare. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick. Kick it, flip it.
What do you guys think? Flip, or flop? What is that sounds offensive, Lamb Shady. You're gonna have to explain that. That sounds mean. Oh, with the kicks, with it saying kicks and snares. It's AI. It says sounds like AI's trying to beat Juggle or something. What do you guys think? Flip or flop? Get your votes in. YouTube, just say what you think.
Kick it, flip it right. Kick, snare, 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 kick. 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 Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick.
Yeah, there's a couple notes in that breakdown were a little like I think it said kick one too many times, a couple of times, like right here.
Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick.
That one.
Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick.
That's fine.
Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick.
That one as well. There's like a little bit off.
Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick. Kick, snare, kick, snare. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick.
Yeah, and what I do like about this Juggle is that there's like good arrangement with each section being distinct. It kept going somewhere. I would say that the final breakdown here with the tone is sort of missing like a final snare. I think didn't quite. It wasn't quite as strong. I think the pattern before it was a little bit stronger. So, yeah, I think we had 70% flips on Twitch. YouTube had flip and flop. I think it was solid enough for a flip. Yeah, I think if that final part of the breakdown went to the next level, it would have been just solid. That was the only sort of thing that took it away a little bit for me. Yeah. So okay, let's do a little recap here. We had a flop, a flop, a flop, a flop, a flop, flip, flip. That was a flop, a flop, a flop, a flop, flip, 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 flop, flop. Okay. Okay, so how many flips? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had 8 flips and I think 12 flops. But I'm gonna after seeing everything, I already have some ideas in my head. So let's just do a little recap here. Yeah, so a little bit, just like, especially that last bar there, there's a couple like fills and stuff that were not quite in the pocket, a little bit off. Right there too, a little bit. Just making sure that all those fills are lined up perfectly is something I'd like to hear. Yeah. And the forward spins are cool, but also making sure you nail them when you bring it back in. That's a tough thing to do, I know. Yeah, and those are cool, like very cool double ups. And yeah, the faster like fill patterns. A little loose on the fills there again. So so for this one, it was a flip, but two things that I'd like. One is just nailing all those fills. Like I'm a person who I would rather you do less fills, but everything be clean than to hit every single fill. It is dope to have like when the double time fills hit, they're good, but when they don't hit, it just sounds a little messy. Also, I would have liked I would have liked a bit more progression. I think basically almost most of this juggle kind of feels like strong setup patterns. But then I don't really get the climax breakdown. There's one part sort of around here. Like where it starts to sound almost like a real-time breakdown type of thing, but then it goes back into more setup sounding stuff. I think because of that, because we had a few routines that had a really solid composition and, you know, beginning, middle, end, solid breakdown. I gotta let SPS go this week, but I hope to see SPS back because yeah, SPS is a heavy hitter, DMC US Supremacy champ. And we have another heavy hitter, third place in the world, Nago. I really like this pattern. This is a really cool setup pattern. The fader, like the one-handed, like faderless on the right side. Yeah, and Nago went sort of for like a classic, like, faster, faster, faster build with the patterns and the looping at the end. Like I said, I really like that faderless thing, but for the same reasons as SPS, I feel like it didn't feel like it quite got somewhere. It didn't really feel like what was the true flip of the juggle. I think I think going to the voices there was like the singing part of it, like, had the potential, but just it ended up just feeling like another set of intro patterns. It didn't really sound like the final breakdown. I'd say for both Nago and SPS, they were shooting for something that's very difficult, like a real-time breakdown. I did a couple in my day, but I know from making them how difficult it is to pull off. It's just a really hard thing to make sound like a climax and to make it sound like it went somewhere. Yeah. And another thing with Nagos, I feel like that pattern I pointed out with the faderless on one side, that's my favorite pattern. And then, it's usually not a great sign if your favorite pattern is not at the end of the juggle. Like if there's a bunch of stuff after that kind of takes a bit of a dive. So Nago, previous season champ. I'm sorry, but I gotta let you go. Where else are we at? This is a cool kind of shuffly breakdown style that Shim's going for. A little bit loose. Yeah, and I said this earlier, but the missing the swing notes here, and then and then for the chase, the fader kind of, I'm hearing both sides at once a little bit in this one. Gotta let Shim go.
Kick it, flip it right.
Yeah. I don't mind this horn flip. There's definitely weird dingo style horn stuff going on here, but he's using it.
Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick.
Yeah, a simple setup into the breakdown.
Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick.
Yeah, this one, slightly weird timing issues in the two parts that I said before.
Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare.
Yeah, that one pattern there, I don't know if that was a mistake or something, but that second one sounded off.
Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick.
Yeah, and then this one, I think, I don't know, the ending with the bass tone on the end of each bar, it sort of felt a little bit like unfinished patterns. Cutting corners, gotta let them go. Where are we at now? We have Top Fuzz, Jinx, Kamikaze, and Lampshady. Okay. This is where it gets a little tougher now. Who is fourth place this week? Make sure you guys are voting correctly, because some people just vote their favorite no matter if the poll is like who's your least favorite or whatever. But we're gonna start a poll here, and We're gonna run it back. We're gonna listen to all the four remainders. Sorry, four remainders here, and we're gonna pick the top three for this week. That's Top Fuzz. Now we got Jinx. And then we got Jinx right there, yeah. And now we have Kamikaze.
Flip it right, flip it. Flip it right, flip, kick, flip, flip it. Flip right, flip, kick, flip it right. Flip right, right, kick, flip it right. Flip it right, flip it right, kick it. Flip it, kick it. Flip it. Flip it.
Flip it right, kick it, flip it, kick right, flip it right, kick it, kick right, kick it, flip kick, snare, kick right, kick it, flip kick, snare,
That's Kamikaze. And now we got Lamb Shady.
After that, I bring it back like. Yeah. After that, I bring it back like. After that, I bring it back like. After that.
All right. That was it. Who do you guys think is fourth place out of who we had left? The cue strumming classic. Let's see here. So we had Top Fuzz with the cue chase style breakdown there. with some interesting kind of skip fill patterns as well. We had Jinx with the like the double time swing breakdown, Kamikaze with a bunch of wild style stuff going on, Lamp Shady with the with another Q style but not really a swing breakdown. The chat on YouTube hasn't said who is fourth. The chat says Jinx on Twitch. Yeah, the two late snares there bugs me a bit on this. I like how the chase starts like sort of basic and then builds, you know? It gets some more notes included in here, more fills. Yeah, it wasn't like a complete basic chase pattern or anything. Yeah. But the composition was solid too. Like there's new there's transitions between each section. Everything flowed well. Yeah, and I think there's a nice little progression towards the end. Yeah, so right there, there's a couple, like there's a moment where it seemed like the beats or bars didn't maybe line up perfectly here. I do like the pattern ideas going into this. Good energy for sure. Like right there, there's something like, there's like an extra beat in there or something, and then it goes into... Yeah, this one's really close. 1 second. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's so okay. You guys can hear me counting it there. It loses it somewhere there. So that's something just to watch out for, Jinx, is like when you're doing a lot of like doubling up and you're getting like pretty deep with the patterns here. Still make sure that everything's in the 4s and 8s. You're doing something that's really ambitious where I always talk about like the leader record, the follower record. You're switching them back and forth a lot there. But usually I like kind of warn people about that because it's easy to lose the beat and the bar count when you have different records kind of swapping which one is carrying the downbeat. So I think that happened here a little bit. And I like this little breakdown part, or like mini breakdown. I wish that part was longer, that little part. Um, yeah. Man, this one's tough. This one's really tough. um, yeah, this is a tough one. I think. Yeah, the chat had what, Jinx in fourth, and I think Top Fuzz was third, but also had some vote on YouTube. This one's really tough. Yeah, I think. Oh man, what am I gonna do? Yeah, okay. This is what I think. I'm gonna go with my gut. It's a tough one, but I'm going fourth Top Fuzz, third Jinx, and then we're gonna vote for the top two. And the reason is, so basically, here's sort of the execution wise. I'd say Top Fuzz had a little bit of timing issues with the snare thing. Jinx had a little bit of beat count issues as well. It's hard to say. It's hard to say which matters more. They're almost a wash. Now, I would say Top Fuzz was a little cleaner in the breakdown, but Jinx was more ambitious and a little bit more creative with the patterns. I think Top Fuzz was like a solid juggle, but it did sort of just go into like a chase pattern, and then he developed it a little, but it was it is a little bit more bare bones. Jinx had he had a couple like interesting setup pattern ideas, and the double time swing I think was a little bit more funky and a little bit more tailored. So yeah, I give Jinx the edge just on the creativity aspect of it, but that's super close. But alas, I do think that the top two this week were pretty clear to me from the get-go. So who is the flip or flop beat juggle champ? We'll watch them again one more time. We got Kamikaze and we got Lamp Shady. Poll is going. Here's Kamikaze.
Flip it right. Flip it. Flip it right. Flip kick. Flip it. Flip right. Flip kick. Flip it right. Flip right. Kick. Flip it right. Flip it right. Flip it right. Kick it. Flip it. Kick it. Flip it. Flip it.
Flip it right, kick it, flip it, kick right, flip it right, kick it, kick right, kick it, flip kick, snare, kick right, kick it, flip kick, snare,
That's Kamikazes, and then Lamp Shady.
After that, I bring it back like. Yeah. After that, I bring it back like. After that, I bring it back like.
After that, he brings it back like you would like the reverse timing reverse itch. It's your namesake. What do you guys think? Kamikaze or Lamb Shady? Get your votes in the poll. This is the final poll. Then I'll make my decision. I have some thoughts on this. This is good. Both of these are solid though. Yeah, I like them both for different reasons. Yeah. Twitch is saying Kamikaze by a landslide. What's YouTube saying? YouTube, do you agree that Kamikaze is the champ, or do you think Lamb Shady's got a shade of a chance? We have another vote for Kamikaze in the YouTube chat. Okay, I'm gonna go through my thoughts. I have been doing flip feedback this time because we got through it pretty quickly. So here we go.
Flip it right, flip it. Flip it right, flip, kick, flip it. Flip right, flip, kick, flip it right. Flip right, kick, flip it right. Flip it right, flip it.
I like this like setup pattern with the kick
Right,
flip it.
kick it, flip it, kick it, flip it.
And he kind of breaks down the vocal and then goes into mini drum and bass.
Flip it. Flip. Flip. Flip.
And then the horn pitch thing, very old school sounding with like I was saying earlier, almost like a DJ develop or like battle record juggle.
Flip. Kick, right, smear, flip it, right, kick it, flip it, kick, right, smear, flip it, right.
Yeah, and then this.
Flip. Kick, right, smear, flip it, right, kick it, flip it, kick, right, smear, flip it, right, kick it.
This pattern caught me off guard a little bit. I would have liked maybe a bit more of a transition into it. It was a little weird.
Kick, right, kick it, flip, kick, smear, kick, right, kick it, flip, kick, smear, flip, smear.
There's a tiny issue every time he's saying the ear. It's a little bit late on this, very minor, but
Kick, right, kick, flip, kick, smear, flip, smear.
also like he goes from a swing timing.
Smear, flip it, right, kick it, kick, right, kick it, flip, kick, smear, kick, right, kick it, flip, kick, smear, flip, smear.
And then this is not swung anymore. Yeah, so he's mixing it up, like jumping into jumping into like all different like tempos and stuff. Like he basically goes from like a regular speed to like a double time drum and bass, back to a regular speed to a swing, to the end is like a regular speed juggle again, like real time. So he switches a lot. There's a ton. He packed in a ton of patterns in this juggle. Yeah, and this is a platter off pattern at the end. Yeah, right there. So yeah, that's very crazy patterns. Now, Lamp Shady, revisit this one again.
After that, I bring it back like.
So, some nice reverse patterns here.
After that, I bring it back like.
Then using the pitch play. Like cool little like melody fills.
After that,
I like how he brings the vocal back in too. Like it kind of ties it all together.
bring it back like.
Yeah. So there's a bit of like a style clash in the composition in the juggle mindset here. So the way I kind of look at it, Kamikaze had like 7-8 patterns in the juggle probably. But it was very like I don't know, like here we're doing like kick snare, and then now there's this horn melody coming in, and then now we're like doing what was the next thing after that? Oh, now we're in a swing pattern, and then we're in like a double time platter off pattern. Like is definitely is jumping around a lot, and I think like the patterns were very interesting, but the one downside I would say is that it wasn't totally coherent as like a full like juggle composition of like beginning, middle, end, like I usually say, and is a bit kitchen sinky. I would probably prefer one or two less sections and developing some of the sections a little bit further. I think like in particular, I think the swing pattern, like I mentioned this in the feedback, but jumping into the swing randomly kind of caught me off guard. There wasn't much of a transition into it. And then he goes out of it the very next pattern. So that I would, in a perfect world, I'd probably just take that out. Because if you're going to go in for just one pattern and then right back out, then it's probably better to extend one of the patterns before or after. So yeah, I'd like a little bit more coherence, but technically it was stronger than like Lamp Shady's was a little bit more in the pocket. Like he wasn't doing anything super crazy. The reverse patterns are not easy or anything. It wasn't a simple juggle. It wasn't easy. And he's doing a lot of stuff with the cues and the pitch play that still makes it like technical, but I'd say some Kamikaze stuff, it seemed a little bit more difficult. But Lamp Shady was a little cleaner, I would say. His was a little bit more like, dialed in, and Kamikaze's was a little bit more wild style. Yeah, very cool. I actually like both of them, and I think, I wish I could give them both a W, because I think in various juggle weeks, they would both be contenders. This week, I'm going to go with my gut. And the beat juggle champ is Lamp Shady. Yeah. So I'm giving it to Lamp Shady because his routine just felt a little bit more focused, and a little bit more like it built the whole way. And I think like it it truly, like the last section of the juggle truly felt like, oh, he's flipping the track into a new piece of music, right? Whereas Kamikaze had multiple like mini flips kind of, but it was a little less, like it was a little bit more scattered. It's like, what is the flip? Like, what's the flip? You want that clear knockout punch or multiple knockout punches. And I think Kamikaze, it was a bit of the kitchen sink composition, which gave it this effect of like it like it was it was a collection of cool ideas, but there wasn't just like one like section that had like a real good like climax. Um, yeah, like when I think back to it, probably the horn part was maybe the one that stuck out the most to me. And up until that point, it felt like it was building like in the same direction, but then the swing pattern took it back a notch, and then the final pattern was fine too. But it's no, like all it's almost like all of the patterns in kamikazes could be you could build like a pretty solid juggle around them, but but putting them all into one juggle is maybe not the best strategy. So yeah, I got to give it to Lamb Shady because I feel like it was just a solid juggle, like had a good like a good intro, and the initial setup pattern just set the stage, got into some reverse patterns which kicked it up like a slight notch, but then yeah, he ultimately like flipped it with the pitch play breakdown there, and I like the bringing the vocal back into the breakdown as well to cap it off. So just yeah, every pattern in Lamp Shady's just sort of had its correct place and was meant to be there, and everything made sense after the previous one. And at the end of the day, like when we talk about a beat juggle, like that's what it's about, is like the routine and the composition. It's not about just beat juggling or like just doing like any patterns or anything like that. It's also about how they're put together into an overall piece. It's very similar. Like this is more clear with scratching, where you get scratch routines which like people will just kind of freestyle, and it's not really like a routine or a composition. It's more just like scratching. And I'd say Kamikazes was like, it was still a routine. It wasn't like he was just winging it. There's really good patterns, but just the composition of Lamb Shady's edged it for me ever so slightly. So good stuff, Lamb Shady. Good stuff, everyone, today. The leaderboard is going to be shaken up even further. And yeah, so what's that? Yeah, that's all right. You guys can disagree with me. Anybody in the chat can disagree with me, but it doesn't matter, and I don't care. You can battle me if you're really upset about it. We can go. We can get on stage and we'll sort it out there. But no, but you're allowed to disagree with me. But it's I don't think it is art, and it is like subjective. There's a matter of opinion on all this stuff. And so yeah, and especially with close ones, it's in a style clash. It's yeah, it's tough to judge. It's a little bit apples and oranges, and I've got to weigh a whole bunch of things, and I've got to be a dictator, because otherwise we'd just be here forever. But yeah, I'm just taking a quick glance at the leaderboard. So this week, so that actually puts Kamikaze tied for first, and Lamb Shady tied for first. We have a 4-way tie for first. And then it puts Jinx on on the leaderboard. So yeah. Lamb Shady, that's banned. You're not allowed to do that. But yeah, next week, this coming week, drum scratching. 30-second tool for all the producers. And for the DJs, it's going to be, usually for drum scratch week, it's a little shorter. Remember, it's not 1 minute. It's going to be it's going to be 30 to 45 seconds. Usually it's a 45-second for I'm saying drum scratching too, but what I actually mean is drum scratching, like one record routine essentially. One turntable routine. So one record juggles, drum scratching, whatever you can come up with creatively. So that's what we got on the docket. Sound good? Dyer, get it. Did I try the new needles? Like, you mean the Ortofons? I do not have them yet. Let me see who we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid out of here. I'm glad the internet held up. Hopefully this is how it goes from now on. Man, I can't. Oh, this person. What? They've been streaming for 30 hours? That's insane. Okay, no, here we go. We're gonna raid someone with turntables. That's right, Jamie Roger. 5 days to practice the one. What's the best stuff you can do on one turntable? And yeah, let me just double check. 0 drop frame, 0.0. So I think we got the internet solidified. Thankfully, that was annoying and stressful yesterday. But yeah, good stuff. Congrats again to Lamp Shady. We'll give him one more victory lap. There we go. Okay, jump in the raid, and we'll see you guys for one record week this Sunday. But yeah, same deadlines this week as always. Saturday at noon for the producers, and 5 p.m. Saturday. All of the files will be posted for the DJs to get rocking. And yeah, it's going to be short entry, 30 to 45 seconds, but you only get one turntable. You got to come with something crazy with it. The craziest thing you can do on one turntable. Nice, Android. Good. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I have more coming. I've had a lot on my plate, and yeah, I have my next like 5 tutorials planned. I just getting through the boot camp flipper flop, and there's a scratch and match China battle that I've been judging, and I did a showcase for and all this. But I will have some tutorials up hopefully this week. That'd be ideal. You can post stuff if you want, but I will also post your video, Lamp Shady, tomorrow or the next day, and I'll add you as a collab and everything. So look out for that. See you guys this weekend.